round 5 of 6. And this is going to be my review on the next horror movie that I picked. That movie is From Dusk Till Dawn. This was released in 1996, and it stars the likes of George Clooney, Quentin Tarantino, Harvey Keitel, Danny Trejo, Salma Hayek, and Juliette Lewis. So, this is the movie about two bank robbers who are on the run from a massive killing spree. And their only way out is Mexico. And this movie really brought back a lot of memories because I've seen this movie probably about 5, 6, 7 times in my life, and it is awesome. And it's one of the very few vampire movies I love. So let's get into it. And this is one of Robert Rodriguez's earlier movies as well. He also directed The Faculty, and I do like his direction in here. It's got a bunch of visual flair to it, and it almost feels like a 70s exploitation film. And I forgot to mention that Tom Savini is in here, but I'll get to him in a minute. So, the Gecko brothers, George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino, are stuck in like probably Arizona or New Mexico, maybe Texas, somewhere close to Mexico. And they hold up this gas station, and they try to make the clerk be quiet about their existence, because there's like a marshal that like came in to find them, and the clerk acts nervous, and he tells the marshal that they're there, and George Clooney just pops this dude, and then they set the gas station ablaze. So they also have like a bank teller as a hostage, and it goes south really quick because Quentin Tarantino is a psychotic dickwad. He snaps and actually murders this chick in cold blood, setting the events of this movie off, where they come across Harvey Keitel and Juliette Lewis, and also the adopted Asian son. So now the Gecko brothers are on the run to Mexico, and their rendezvous point is a strip club named Titty Twisters. And unbeknownst to our heroes, they are surrounded by vampires. I really love the vampire designs in this movie. They're almost kind of like Nosferatu-like, and once you get into like the vampire action, this movie just goes. This is a great movie, and not to mention Salma Hayek when she comes on Her character name is Santanico Pandemonium. That is definitely the standout in this movie, where she just like has that red bikini and she just like dances like an albino python. But once she turns, that's when the vampires come out. But you also have the likes of Danny Trejo in here and Cheech Marin. And if you look very closely, he plays 3 different characters. He plays like a border policeman. He's kind of like the announcer that talks about female genitalia a lot. And then he also happens to be Richard Gecko's guy to help him out on the run. So there's a lot of vampire action in here, lots of gore, of course, and you only get 2 survivors, George Clooney and Juliette Lewis. And what can I say about Tom Savini? He's like the GOAT of horror, especially in like makeup. So he decided to take this part as Sex Machine, and his yonder parts is in the shape of like a revolver with like 6 chambers. Oh, that's awesome. So they all fight to the end, but ultimately, like I said, 2 get out and the rest are vampire meat. I cannot recommend this movie enough. It's a blast, but it's probably not for everybody. I just happen to be like a Tarantino fan, and this movie is just made for me. And it's definitely one of the few vampire movies I love. So I decided to throw this on, and my final grade for From Dusk Till Dawn is going to be an A+. Perfect vampire movie, and I think this is going to probably be in like the top 20s of my top 50 horror movies. And those are my thoughts on From Dusk Till Dawn. You can get all 3 movies. Yes, they made 2 others on Max right now. So I just threw this on because it is one of my personal favorites. But I might watch the other 2. I might not review them, but yeah. So those are my thoughts on From Dusk Till Dawn. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I got one more video to film tonight. So, adios, peace.